All right, everyone, welcome back to the Daily Facts. And there has been an indictment, and let's just get right into it. Peter Raphael Zabinski Devins. He's 45. He was born in Minnesota. His former position was Green Beret. His mother was born in former Soviet Union, and he met his wife while visiting Russia. He's a military man who was in the U.S. Army from 1998 to 2005, and he was arrested on August 21st, 2020. So let's jump into the indictment. So as always, it's the United States of America versus Peter Raphael Zabinski Devins, aka Ikar Lesnikov. Okay. Indictment, August 2020, term at Alexandria. The grand jury charges that at all times material to this indictment except as otherwise indicted. General allegations. Peter Raphael Zabinski Devins is a citizen of the United States who was born in Minnesota. His mother was born in the former Soviet Union. Devins developed an interest in the Russian Federation, hereinafter Russia, at least in part due to his mother's heritage. Devins first visited Russia in 1994 when he was 19 years old. Thereafter, he traveled to Russia in 1995, 96 to 97, 97 to 98, 99, 2000, 2003, 2008, and 2010. During one of his early visits to Russia, Devins met his now wife in Chelyabinsk city in Russia with a nearby Russian Air Force base. Okay, let me just stop there. He, at the age of 19, visited Russia multiple times. Now that's unheard of for a young person. Does the U.S. vet their employees, their military people, their employees in general? I mean, when you're in the U.S. military, you're an employee of the U.S. government. Do they vet them? Okay. Devins and his wife, let's just read this down here. When the grand jury alleges in this indictment that an event occurred on a specific date or in a specific month or year, the grand jury means to convey that the event occurred on or about that date, month, or year. Okay. Devins and his wife married in Chelyabinsk in November 1997. Devins' father-in-law was an officer of the Russian military and lived in Chelyabinsk. Devins' wife, who was born in Russia, naturalized as a U.S. citizen in July 2010. Now, I'm in no way saying that someone that's from another country has allegiance to the country that they came from and they're now here to get involved in espionage. There's plenty of people from other countries that do not do this. So let's carry on. Devins' service in the U.S. Army and security clearances. So Devins served active duty in the U.S. Army from 98 until 2005. Prior to starting his active duty service, Devins was a member of the Reserve Officers Training Corps, ROTC, at the University of Minnesota. During this time, Devins signed an oath of office as a reserve commissioned officer in which he swore to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and to bear true faith and allegiance to the same. Devins graduated from the University of Minnesota in September 97 and received a reserve commission in the U.S. Army. In July 98, Devins began his active duty service in the Army. Between his graduation in September 97 and returning to the United States to start his active duty service in July 98, Devins lived and worked in Russia. Okay. From November 98 to December 99, Devins deployed to the Republic of Korea, hereinafter South Korea, as lieutenant in the 4th Chemical Company. From December 1999 to April 2001, Devins served as a lieutenant with the 7th Chemical Company at Fort Polk, Louisiana. Around that time, Devens was selected for the U.S. Army Special Forces. In June 2003, after completion of his training, Devens was assigned as a captain to the 1st Battalion, 10th Special Forces Group stationed in Germany. Devens, who had been granted a secret security clearance in '96, was granted a top secret security clearance with sensitive compartmented information, SCI, access in August 2004. With his Special Forces unit, Devens deployed to the Republic of Azerbaijan in 2004. Devens' unit was responsible for operations in both Azerbaijan and the Republic of Georgia. During his deployment, Devens was investigated for a security violation and removed from his command in Azerbaijan. Devens' security clearance was subsequently suspended in late 2004 or early 2005, around or soon after the time he was removed from his command in Azerbaijan. Devens was honorably discharged from active duty in the U.S. Army in November 2005. Devens served in the U.S. Army in active reserve from 2005 until 2010. After his discharge from active duty in the U.S. Army, Devens lived in Minnesota from 2005 to 2010, where he worked for a Ukrainian steel manufacturer and a transportation company. Classified information. So as of 2008, Executive Order 12958, signed on April 17, 95, as amended by Executive Order 13292, signed on March 25, 2003, governed the system for classifying, safeguarding, and declassifying national security information. Under the executive order, national security information was classified as top secret, secret, or confidential. National security information was information owned by, produced for, and under the control of the U.S. government, and that was classified as follows. Information was classified as top secret if its unauthorized disclosure reasonably could be expected to cause exceptionally grave damage to the national security that the original classification authority was able to identify. Executive Order 13526, dated December 29, 2009, replaced Executive Order 12958 as amended and continued the same definitions and criteria for the levels of classification and described. Information was classified as secret if its unauthorized disclosure reasonably could be expected to cause serious damage to the national security that the original classification authority was able to identify and describe. Information was classified as confidential if its unauthorized disclosure reasonably could be expected to cause damage to the national security that the original classification authority was able to identify and describe. Okay, so there's 3 levels, and confidential is not as bad, as serious as top secret. Access to national security information classified at any level could go further restricted through compartmentation in SCI categories. Only individuals possessing both the appropriate security clearance and specific additional permissions could have authorized access to SCI. Information classified at any level could only be lawfully accessed by persons determined by an appropriate U.S. government official to be eligible for access to classified information, who had signed an approved non-disclosure agreement, who received a security clearance, and who had a need to know the classified information. In addition, classified information at times was also subject to dissemination controls that further restricted the distribution of the information. As relevant here, classified information marked NF or no foreign, which stood for no foreign dissemination, denoted that dissemination of the information was limited to U.S. persons. Russian intelligence services in associate terms. The intelligence services of the Russian government include both the civilian and military components. The main intelligence directorate of the General Staff, commonly known as the GRU, and the Federal Security Service of FSB are two of the primary Russian intelligence services. The GRU is Russia's primary military intelligence agency. The GRU provides strategic intelligence to support the Russian military. Among others, the GRU obtains and provides information concerning foreign nations, particularly the United States military, preparedness, military and strategic infrastructure, capabilities, force deployment, personnel policy, weaponry, and new technologies. The FSB is Russia's primary domestic intelligence and security service. It has wide-ranging responsibilities that include counterintelligence, counterterrorism, economic and ecological security, and the protection of state secrets. So Devon's initial meetings with a Russian intelligence service in 1996. Devon's traveled to Russia in 96 as part of an independent study program and lived in Chelyabinsk. In December 96, an agent of the Russian intelligence service contacted Devons and asked to meet with him. Devons met with the agent and they discussed Devons' participation in the ROTC program and his plans for military service. Devons subsequently had at least 2 meetings, one with one or more additional Russian intelligence agents in 1996, including an agent of the Russian intelligence service who was from Samara, Russia, hereinafter RIS-1. As a cover for their meetings, the Russian intelligence service directed Devons to tell his girlfriend that he was meeting with the professor on campus. During Devons' meeting with the Russian intelligence service in December 96, Devons and RIS-1 discussed Devons' ambitions, including his plans for military service. Devons informed RIS-1 that he was a son of Russia and was trying to learn about Russia. RIS-1 asked Devons with getting the names of 4 nuns at a Catholic church that Devons visited. Devons subsequently visited the nuns, obtained their names, and provided names to RIS-1. Okay, well, one more. During Devons' meeting with the Russian intelligence service in December 1996, Devons described his political opinions, which were pro-Russian and anti-American. Let me read that again. During Devons' meeting with the Russian intelligence service in December 1996, Devons described his political opinions, which were pro-Russian and anti-American. So all the way back in 1996, he was pro-Russia and anti-American. That's where his mother is from. His wife is from there. So he has allegiance to that country. And he doesn't have it to America. You know, oftentimes America is using they're getting information from the people like Devons who think they're helping the Russians, but in fact they're helping America. So, you know, it cuts both ways. It's all very interesting, but yeah, so basically, let's quickly go to the press release. Oh, let's see, do we have that open? No. Okay. Well, we're going to close it out there because we know that it's espionage, selling information. Oh, wait, there's the, okay, I'm just going to read a little bit of this. A Gainesville, Virginia man was arrested today for conspiring with Russian intelligence operatives to provide them with United States national defense information. According to court documents from December 96 to January 2001, Peter Raphael Zabinski Devons, 45, a former member of the U.S. Army, allegedly conspired with agents of a Russian intelligence service. During that time, Devons periodically visited Russia and met with Russian intelligence agents. In 1997, Devons was assigned a code name by Russian intelligence agents and signed a statement attesting that he wanted to serve Russia. I think we can leave it there. We know what's going on here. So thanks for stopping by the the daily facts, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye.